So I'm glad you've raised this because I take a different position. I'm proud of the part that credit plays in our customers' lives. I think there's always a place for responsible credit, particularly in larger category purchases. I mean, not many people pay cash for their house or their car, and an increasing proportion of customers, well over half across the whole of the market, use some form of credit, whether it's an overdraft from their bank or a credit card or point of sale consumer finance to finance what can be quite expensive as well as exciting technology, particularly when those in a distressed situation, when someone's washing machine breaks, they need a new one. It's not the cheapest item that they will ever buy, and they need some help. So I'm a strong believer that responsibly done, important qualifier, credit plays a very important part in enriching customers' lives through technology. Now, you ask about BNPL specifically. Well over half of our credit customers need pay no interest at all, and a significant number of buy now, pay later customers early redeem their purchase, so effectively use it as an interest-free option. Our normal rates of APR to 29.9 are in the mainstream of consumer credit, but really importantly, we are super careful to who we lend to and how much we lend. We partner with a very conservative financial institution in BNP Paribas, and we like the fact that they are really, really cautious about who we lend to and how much. It's absolutely in nobody's interests, least of all ours, to be lending money to people who can't afford to pay it back, because we would take the reputational hit from that. And the proof of the pudding is that our credit customers are significantly happier than our non-credit customers. Our net promoter score, our customer satisfaction measure for credit customers, is significantly higher. And the second thing, customers have a choice. And we present that choice within the spirit as well as the letter of consumer duty regulation. We are very overt about all of the choices that customers have. And an increasing proportion of them are choosing to take the Currys product, choosing to take the Currys credit product, over 20% of our sales now. That's good for customers. But as you point out, it's also good for Currys. It's a source of repeating customers who feel and act as loyal Currys customers.
Alex, let me switch from the customer to the investor, and in particular Frasers. This is a company that's been invested with a strategy from low-end discount sportswear to now high-end retailers, and in the middle, electronics, it seems, invested in your company. Just how active are Frasers with their investment in your company, and what is the end game here? We've heard about a strategic investment, but there's a lot of mystery around what that suggests.
We'll see. I mean, the big picture here is we like having people buying into our performance and our prospects and buying our shares, whether that's Mike Ashley or any of the institutions who are doing so. So I take it as a compliment when people want to buy our shares. We have said that we're exploring various options for partnership with Frasers, as we do with other shareholders. And you wouldn't expect me to go into chapter and verse on that, and we'll see what comes of that. But the big picture for me here is that people are recognizing the strong and strengthening performance of Currys, and more importantly, the fact that we're still not close to our full potential. For all the recent improvement in the share price, nobody's happy with the current levels of equity value, and it's on us to continue to keep the UK's encouraging momentum going, to keep showing that the Nordics is getting back on track, that we're rock solid on balance sheet and liquidity, and that maybe we can add some top-line growth to the gross margin and the cost disciplines and the cash conversion that served us so well, and make the most of the opportunity that we have ahead of us.
Alex, again, I'm going back into ancient history. I feel like I've been looking at your company all my career. I remember having my first great row about Dixon's DXNS.L, I think it was, or whatever it was, back 1989 with a man who went on to be far better trader than me. And it was about Dixon's being a takeover target. Just following on, he was right, it wasn't. But just going back to Karen's point as well, do you consider yourself a target, given the fact that you, like a lot of UK retail, trades at such an extraordinary discount to book and an extraordinary discount to the FTSE itself?
Honestly, it's not something I spend a whole lot of time thinking about. I prefer to spend my time and keep my team focused on the things that we can control, and there's an awful lot that we can, as we've seen with the strong and strengthening performance in a challenging market. So it's honestly not something I spend a whole lot of time on. Now, that said, we did have a couple of approaches from Elliott, as was well publicised. I mean, the board and our shareholders decided at the time that the price offered substantially undervalued our performance and our prospects of the business. And events since, with the rising share price and 3 upgrades in our performance, and again some strong and strengthening performance that we're announcing today, seems to vindicate that. But please don't take from that we're happy with where we are, or that we're content to rest here. As you say, there is significant upside in the valuation of the group, and it's on us to continue the performance in the UK and in the Nordics, to reassure people that we are rock solid on the balance sheet, with it being in a net cash position as we are, with £500 million of unused facilities that we do. It's on us to keep that picture going and keep the significant improvement in the share price going that we've seen recently, but still nowhere near potential.